What's up, YouTube? My name is Mike, and a little over a year ago, I set out on a journey to build the ultimate Game Boy collection. It's been a while since we last spoke, and obviously this didn't fully go the way that I planned it to, but I learned a lot doing this challenge, and I know a lot of you want to know exactly what went wrong and what happened. So today, let's catch up and see what lies ahead in our journey to build the ultimate Game Boy collection. When I started this journey, I was in New York, living in my parents' house as I prepared a move halfway across the country to the Midwest. In my head, I figured I already shot some footage there, so I got enough content to hold me over until I fully settled in. Well, of course, things didn't go exactly as planned. It took a while for me to get back on my feet once I moved, meaning my money funds were starting to get a bit low, so unfortunately, I couldn't keep up the way that I wanted to. And let me say, even when you're trying to build a collection on a budget, well, you still need more money than you think, so adding more games to the collection was not easy. Now in the meantime, I had some videos planned. I shot an entire video cleaning my old Game Boy and Game Boy Color, but unfortunately the footage for that video got corrupted, and now with the Game Boys already cleaned, I couldn't just reshoot it. The next plan was to revisit our custom Game Boy we made in the second episode. I mainly wanted to add the USB-C battery pack, so we didn't have to go through the batteries as much anymore, but with the funds running low, that wasn't gonna happen anymore. I then wanted to do more with our cassette cases. I was able to find these cassette holders at the thrift store and was excited to shoot a video on these. I even started making more cases for all of our games. But again, I kinda ran out of cases and just never was able to finish printing them out, so I put that video on the shelf for a while. I was able to add a few more games to the collection, including this box copy of Crash Purple, a few more of the Yu-Gi-Oh games, Dragon Ball Z Super Sonic Warriors, Donkey Kong Country 3, and the first Game Boy Advance game I ever owned, Spider-Man: Mysterio's Menace. It was then when I realized that eventually the series was just going to boil down to me buying games online and showing you guys a few weeks later, and that wasn't as fun as I thought, so I decided just to put the series on the shelf as a whole. I don't want to say I'm done with the Game Boy collection for good. With the way my mind and brain work, I know I'll circle back to building my collection eventually, which is why I don't want to say this is the finale of the series, and it's definitely not the last time you'll hear from me. I've always enjoyed making content like this and sharing my passions with the world. I'm just finally accepting that my upload schedule won't be as consistent as others on this platform, especially in the field of game collecting. But hey, that can change at any moment, right? So to wrap up, I just want to thank everyone who watched an episode, even if just for a few minutes. The fact that anyone showed any interest in my little journey and what I had to say will forever mean the world to me. Once again, this isn't the end. You'll see me again, and I hope to see all you again as well. And who knows, maybe the next series is already starting to unfold.